Let's begin this hour on Capitol Hill, though, where Attorney General Merrick Garland will testify before the Republican-led House Judiciary Committee this morning. He's expected to face questions and criticism over several recent high-profile Justice Department investigations. Meanwhile, the threat of a government shutdown still looms over Washington. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy hit a roadblock yesterday with the defense spending bill. Right-wing Republicans refused to support a measure to fund the government through October. McCarthy has until September 30th to try and unite his party.
Nikole Killion is following the latest on the Hill for us. Hey, Nikole, let's dig into it. What will Republican lawmakers hone in on today?
Well, I think the headline out of this hearing, which is kind of how it's being described, is that the focus of it is going to be on what House Republicans believe is the weaponization of the Justice Department. And this really will be the first time that a hearing like this is being held with the Attorney General since the opening of this impeachment inquiry. And also, since there have been these various indictments of the former president. Of course, we had the indictment over the summer in Georgia, also by the special counsel, Jack Smith, related to events stemming from January 6th. So there are a range of questions that Republicans really want to ask. They feel that there is a double standard, if you will. That's something that they have argued, whether that is how the Justice Department, for instance, handled the investigation into Hunter Biden, whether it is other matters. So I expect that House Republicans will be very pointed in their questioning of the Attorney General, and things could get pretty tense.
Yeah, I expect the same, that we'll certainly hear some themes repeated over and over again, both from the lawmakers, but also from the Attorney General. What points do you expect him to emphasize?
Well, and I think what's interesting is that it seems that the Attorney General is really trying to get ahead of this, knowing that this could be a very fiery hearing and that, House Republicans will be asking a lot of intense questions. So for his part, I think you will hear from the Attorney General an emphasis on his independence. He is expected to tell the panel, I am not the president's lawyer. I will also add that I am not Congress's prosecutor. The Justice Department works for the American people. So I think that that is a theme that will be echoed time and again, that the Attorney General will stand by his independence, that, these various probes, whether they're into Hunter Biden, whether they are into the former president, that they are not politically motivated, as some Republicans have alleged.
All right, let's turn to the looming government shutdown. What are the next steps lawmakers could take to get a spending bill passed before September 30th, which is the deadline?
Well, those next steps are really up in the air. As you pointed out in the intro, we were expecting a vote this week on a short-term spending bill. This was a Republican negotiated proposal, but the Speaker hit the brakes on that yesterday, and not moving forward with a procedural vote to advance this short-term spending bill. And, right now, Republicans continue to talk. They have been talking and talking and talking, but have yet to come up with a firm solution. We do expect that Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries may be meeting with members of the Problem Solvers Caucus. This is a bipartisan group that they believe that they can come up with a solution to kind of get out of this. But, there really isn't that much time left. We're talking 10, 11 days until we hit this deadline with no firm proposals really ready to go. And then the Senate has made clear that, if Republicans move forward with a partisan plan, it's not going anywhere in the Senate. So, trying to get this through both chambers really seems to be a heavy lift at this late hour.
And then is the White House commenting at all?
Well, I think the White House has made clear, as have many Democrats, that, any type of government shutdown will have serious consequences. And important to point out that even the Speaker has made clear that he believes no one wins in a shutdown. And Leader McConnell, for that matter, also said that he is not a fan of government shutdown. So there does seem to be at least some consensus among leadership that this is not the direction that they would like to go. That being said, the White House has issued some pretty stark warnings about the federal programs that could be impacted by this. Obviously, we know that the president is out touting his economic message and has been doing that over the last several weeks, and certainly any kind of government shutdown is likely to have a severe economic impact.
All right, Nikole, thank you.